it's froze. There you go. Right there. What's up, world? It's your boy Mo Better, man. I'm kicking it with one of my dudes, man. That's like my little brother. It's not like, this is my little brother. Like, I don't have a lot of like blood family, but I've grown accustomed to be like blood and deeper than blood with people who have never been birthed from my mother and my father through living through certain situations and going through the trenches. And this my little brother, Bew, right here.
What's up, man?
Promise, like me, like Bullet, like Shotgun, to never be home again. He home and like he coming to see me. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen each other since 20, about close to 20 years.
Almost 20 years.
But it ain't never changed because that's what realness is. That's what realness does. You know what I'm saying? How I feel, man.
Feel good, man. It feel good. I ain't got no complaints. Life is good, you know. It's about being positive. A lot of people tell you different things when you coming home and they try to fill your mind with all the things they expect. But when you get home, it don't be nothing that nobody told you because can't nobody really see into what you live in. They can't understand your reality. When you get home, you know, for any of the fellas that's already been there and then came home, I'm sure that you understand, you know. I be seeing Mo on the social media dig all the time. And, you know, I was real against social media because it's not used for the things that it should be used for. One of my biggest problems is back in the days, you know, when we were slaves, they used word of mouth through the railroad to start a revolution. They would spread word all over the country by people. We got cell phones, Facebook, Instagram, everything, and we using it for things that's not productive.
Talking about dicks and pussies.
That's it.
Money.
Yeah.
You got an Instagram right now,
Yeah.
and we already find out that they use propaganda against us.
Right.
And we promote the propaganda that they promote against us and then say that they don't like us, they hate us, they won't let me get.
Right. It's conformity. It's conformity. I got a piece that I wrote about that and I want to share it with y'all.
Man, go ahead, drop. I've been trying to get you to drop. Y'all got to be quiet. I've been asking this dude to drop. Would you please?
So I say conformity. In a day and age where identity is associated with reality TV, nowadays, loss is the ideas of individuality. Finding yourselves followers of celebrities, Facebooking your discrepancies, tweeting your locality while Instagramming your photography, social media consuming every aspect of society, secretly denying you your very right to exist. But download this. There's a reason you was made in his likeness image, yet unique and distinctive within your DNA sequence. Vice regents of the Most High. That's the connection you can't get through Wi-Fi. So why try? For those who relating, it's the right time. We in the right place. But for others, you'll continue to occupy my space, trying to get linked in. Just remember, people perish for the lack of vision. Not understanding the mathematics I'm spitting, that's the division. I phone a friend, telling them about the androids roaming the land lost. Playing at being hard, but they Microsoft. Bill Gates dreams with Pookie schemes. I YouTube you fools for thinking it's your world star. Cui bono. That's just something for you to Google. COIBONO. Wikipedia that and what you don't know. Get the knowledge, sustain it. Use it for something other than entertainment. Conformity.
I don't get out. Would you try to knock me off or something, though?
No,
you trying to knock me? You just trying to knock me off?
Cut it out, man. Cut it out, boy. Cut it out, man.
You still, man, that was hot to death. I've been trying to get you on here for years, man. Forever. Yeah. I can't say years, but it seemed like it.
When it's right, it's right, man. The people understand when it's right, it's right, man.
It's my little brother Kimball Bew, and a lot of people don't understand that, you know, like I said when I put up on the post, is that he was, how did it feel to have the numbers on you, what they call it in rap music, scoreboard numbers? That was your sentence in prison to, well, like, you wasn't going to go home.
Real talk. They sentenced me to 26 to 65 years.
At what age?
At the age of, I just turned 18. I was 17 when I caught the case, and I turned 18, and I was incarcerated.
Chuck, that's Chuck right there.
What's up, boy? Boy, you show acting anti-Negro, I would come down there. Deep in the heart of Texas. That's fam right there, though. But real talk, man. A lot of times, you know, when they give you that kind of time, we get caught up in this mind state. I went into the institution thinking a whole different thing than what it was gonna be. I got there, it looked like a college campus, but you got to remember you are amongst the best of the worst. That's where they send the worst people, but it's the best at what they do criminally speaking. And
you didn't go to like J Dorm. You didn't go to Grafton.
no.
At how old was you? 17, 18?
18.
You was 18 years old. You came into Mansfield Correctional Prison, to where mostly everybody hear their horror stories from coming up as a kid if you in Ohio.
True story.
Mansfield, Lucasville.
True story.
Top. You got Lancaster is Gladiator School. You hear that? Gladiator. You know what a gladiator is? Gladiator School for Mansfield, and Mansfield is a gladiator school for Lucasville. So they beating you up and fighting you in Lancaster. But they stabbing you up and busting your head open and doing very, very serious things to you in Mansfield. And that's gladiator school for when you go to Lucasville and they actually like killing you, even in front of the guards and the police and everything. And at that time, you didn't even get sentenced for another life if you killed somebody back then.
Right.
So you 18 years old with how much time?
26 to 65 years.
And they send you to a spot that was just conformed to be new, to look like a college campus, to
right.
trick you, to make you feel like it's cool to be here. Oh man, right. This ain't really all that bad. It don't look like the stories I heard in the books
right.
that are written about it. How did you feel?
I mean, coming in though, when I was getting on the bus, I remember a guy telling me like, "Man, you going to the walls." They had me thinking I was going to the castle, so I already got in my mind like I'm gonna get a knife, make an example of somebody, and I'll be able to roll through. Everything else will be smooth. But then I get there, I got homies from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They come out to the yard, give me some shoes, sweatsuit. It's everything you want is in there. Please believe that. And from there on out, it was like, man, I got all this time. Why change my life? But I came across people like you. You know what I'm saying? Elrod, Alfred Cleveland. You know, brothers that was in the Nation of Islam and Brothers of Christ and just, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses, Lil Willie. You know what I'm saying? Brothers that took an interest in me and told me, little brother, you need to change your life, change your mind about some things. And I really appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? Because at a time that I was struggling and going through it, I had somebody really taking an interest in me when I would think otherwise it was an ulterior motive or something like that. But I got brothers sliding me books like, read this. Be a part of that. And it changed my perspective about some things. It took me a minute though. You know, I was fighting. I was wild a little bit coming in. But it didn't take too long before I figured it out.
Pretty much. It was like when you came in, it was like I was still considered to be somewhat like low-key behind the scenes man.
Yeah.
Whatever you wanted, I can make it happen. But I come from the school of gangsters to where we not understood, but we overstood that you don't make money in war. You bring the heat to the outfit when you're doing unnecessary, creating situations of war and chaos and fighting and the stabbing and all the kind of stuff that you can go on. So even though I was like I was, my thing was I'm going to create peace. I'm going to try to build bridges between people that might have a fault, because guess what? You're going to stop my money from being made.
Yes, sir.
You came in with a couple of young cats and y'all was kind of like about it, but it was something about you.
Oh, that's funny you said that too, man. Doo-Wop.
Doo-Wop.
He home too.
Home. I talked to him.
No doubt, I talked
Never
to him
be
too.
released. Again, another person. We got pictures on Facebook.
We was both orange badges. When I got there, it was only 7 of us. And we could go to Child early. It was only 7 of us. Before I left there, on my way to Lucasville, it was like maybe 100, 200 of them.
Now, now, I was a green badge when you came in.
Orange badge was 21 and under.
21 and under. 21 and under. Well, I thought it was under 21.
21 and
it was
21 or under 21.
It was under 21.
Yeah, so
when you were
20, 19, 18.
So when you 18, 19 years old, despite some of the mistakes that some people have made at that age, we do dumb stuff, but then you got some people that's really like serious about it. But 21 years old, like, nope, I put nothing on me but I robbed the feds. I kidnapped the DEA.
Right.
We was in there with dudes who actually cut people's heads off and stuck their privates in their mouth.
Absolutely.
We was there with people who mutilated and robbed whole families.
Right.
You under 21 years old. You really, to certain, you're not a criminal for real, for real. but you in there with people like this.
Right.
What was your thought process? Because I remember some of the way that you came in.
I mean, my thought process was survival. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna survive no matter what. I don't care what nobody say, nobody tell you. The number one law of nature is self-preservation, and that was my biggest focus at the time. You know what I mean? And I wasn't the biggest dude. I was kind of small coming in. I may have weighed 185 pounds soaking wet, but I had a heart, and I wasn't gonna let nobody mess me over because at the end of the day, I knew that I was gonna be released at some point. God was gonna come and He was gonna deliver me because I felt like from the beginning I had greatness on me.
Did you really think that you was gonna be released at sometimes? Because
Absolutely.
what made me get you was the attitude, and what I saw was like you didn't care.
Absolutely. And let me tell you
You
why.
didn't care.
It's a Russian proverb to say hope is the last to die. And a good friend of mine, Chris Smalls, told me one time, because I asked him, I was like, man, how you do all this time? And at the time, he had about 11, 12, maybe even 13 years. And I'm like, man, how you do all this time? And he always told me, like, man, I didn't believe that I was going to do all this time. Always had hope. Maybe the gate will fall down, something will come through with my case. But you always got to maintain hope because that's the only way you're going to remain positive. If you lose hope, then you out there. You just whatever with it.
So when I had already been down for some years, but this was like my third bit. My third bit, I faced like 165 to life. With the cases and the crimes that I committed, I was telling people I'm going home. With the hope you had, I said I'm going home, and I go on people's cell and we might blow or drink, and I was talking about going home. And when I went out, they tell me now, like Charles Kelly, when I'm free now, after we out together, they said, man, I thought you was crazy with what you was doing and what you did and how much time you had. You talking about you was going home. I couldn't even think about that. We never believed that you would do anything like that.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I talk about how when I met you, I had already been down some years. This is my third bit.
Yeah.
And I saw you, and you already know, like out here, everybody see me, they see me by myself.
Yeah.
I don't kick it with and socialize with a lot of people. I deal with energy.
Right.
I used to see you with a few, and y'all used to do y'all thing.
Right.
Doo-Wop was one of the dudes also
No doubt.
that I used to see and be like, what's up, man? Y'all was grown at the time. You in prison. Now, please forgive me for what I did, but man, you smoke weed? Yeah. Y'all wild. Do me a favor, meet me on the yard. Let's chop it up.
Right.
Here, man, take this. I give you, we kick it, we walked around.
Right.
And I said, man, do you understand that keeping the chaos up, man, we ain't gonna still be able to make money. We ain't gonna still be able to do this. Woo, 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 woo,
Right.
woo, woo, woo. When I come up, the game was given to me as a means to an end. Always wrong. It's always a wrong thing to do. Sell drugs, extortion, the whole nine is all wrong. I don't care what nobody say, but I did everything in the penitentiary that I did on the streets. When he come in, you know what I'm saying, he tripping. I'm like, I'll get to that later. But still, the thing is, I'm like, man, listen, if you keep this chaos up, this is what's going to happen. And you got to understand, man, that if y'all get the joint locked down in a riot, in a fight, doing something unnecessary, you're going to stop everybody money from flowing.
Right.
Then that's when things like the Valentine's Day Massacre happen. Your people or somebody going to have to pay for what everybody lost, or you're going to have to pay for it with your life, or you're going to have to flip over and be something else. But then at the same time, in the communicating, I said, hey, man, here go this joint, here go this pack, but here go this book.
Right. Definitely that.
When you bring this book back, we gonna chop it about what you read in that book.
Right.
And then I might do something else depending upon what the situation may be.
Definitely.
What changed you from being so chaotic and wild? Because you were with some dudes that still wild today. What made you change from that, okay, I'm doing time? How much time did you have? 26 or something?
Yeah.
For a period of time when we linked, you was on the, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what made me catch you. I felt your energy, but your attitude was, I don't care. I'm doing 26 years. I'm going to do me no matter what, regardless.
I think one of the main things that really caused me to change is it started making sense. You know what I mean? And it took a time. It was over a period. It was a process of seeing what other people was doing and realizing that I didn't have to make it worse on myself. You know, I had to tell myself, like, you already in the worst place that you would want to be. Why make it worse while you're here? Why not utilize this time for something better? So that way when you do get out, you can be a productive member of society and have something to offer outside of being the coldest domino champ, ping pong champ, any game you
in the joint.
Whist right now. Yeah. 4-0.
I got the most. I got the most soups and cigarettes in my box.
Right.
I eat breakdowns every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that was one of the biggest things, seeing the things that people, you know, gave credence to. And don't get me wrong, I understand that when you somewhere, you in a particular society, inside of a society, that lifestyle becomes something that somebody is living. But at the same time, it's something in your mind got to tell you worth more. You can go further.
That's Bullet right there. That's Gaddafi.
What's up,
that's
bro?
Bullet Anthony Jackson. Yeah,
what's
up, Blade?
I see.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, when you saw different, you communicated with people that begin, like, I saw your attitude change from, I'm going to do a bit, I'm going to make it happen, whatever, like this. People don't understand, you know, in the penitentiary, you start dealing with them dials, knives, things are personal. A beef is personal. Everything is hand to hand. This is really combat.
Because it's masculinity. Everything over testosterone. It's a proof, a point. It's I'm a man, and the anger and the aggression that's associated with being a man. But plus, on top of that, we black men. So we done been oppressed in a different way. So when we express getting that up off of us, it's automatically the hatred that I might have for myself.
It's coming out on me.
It's going to come on you if you wrong.
The other black man.
Yes, sir.
That you feel for yourself is coming out on me.
Because
this is what we have been groomed to do.
Yes, sir. Because it's that not only hatred, self-hatred, but it's an identity crisis. And more so than ever, man, we see people suffering from identity crisis out here right now. In this very time, man, it's a lot of our young men out here that don't know who they are, don't know how they're going to figure out who they are, and the men that's around them don't even know who they are. And it's sad.
And it's like the Western days, because you are somebody. I had a dude tell me a week and a half ago or 2 weeks, I think I called you and we was talking, and the dude told me, he said, man, well, who you were in the streets and the way that your name carry right now, you got to stay out the way. I said, yeah, man, you know, I do the motivational, inspirational speaking, and I'm staying out the way. And he said, no. I said, well, what you talking about? He said, man, you know the type of credibility a nigga would get for killing you? And I was like, wow.
Right.
I had to think about something, think about it from a completely different way, because that's how it was in the joint. People that stay away from you because you had a reputation, they actually came to you because you had a reputation, unless you carry a certain reputation. The reputation of, man, dude don't bother nobody. He's conscious.
Right.
And it's not just going to be him. It's going to be some other people. And you ain't going to live safe nowhere if you do something to do. I don't care what joint you go to if you leave here.
No doubt.
And you carry that attitude.
Yeah.
You begin to carry those names, the sakes that carry everywhere.
Man.
And that was a good thing. And one of the things that helped me, I think I wrote you this and told you this was, man, before I started dealing with a whole bunch of the situations I was going through. And I think I used to tell you then, but I don't know. But like, every now and then, I wear glasses, you know, I wear glasses.
Oh, y'all know where we're going with this. Look, now I'm going to tell y'all now, hold up though. All the collective ink, I know right now y'all like, man, please don't let him make a 34-minute, 40-minute video. I'll be trying to keep up with my brother too, man. But the man gets a little verbose at times. So I'm going to make sure we cut this close so that way everybody will be able to appreciate it within a 20-minute time frame. I'm looking at the time now.
Where was I getting ready to go? I was getting ready to say something else. Oh, this is what I was going to get at. Hold up. This is what I was going to get at. In Collective Minds LLC, I continuously, and I always talk about how I'm a great teacher. But one of the things that makes me a great teacher is that I'm still a great student. We all learn from everybody.
Absolutely.
And what I wanted to get at is what I was getting at is that I think I wrote you a few years back of situations that was going on, and I explained to you, I said, man, when we was in a joint, you helped me stay out of a lot of stuff. Because when I get tried every now and then, I want to go back. Like the rhyme we did together. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ghetto seal. Shell shocked from the way that I used to be. So every now and then when a nigga tries something, I want to be like, I want to take my glasses off, my Clark Kent, and become Superman. Yes, but I can't. But I used to tell you that, like, you teach me because I have to be a man of my word with what I told you. I can't turn around, tell you something, then turn around and do the exact opposite of what I told you not to do. So because I knew you was watching me in a lot of times, man, you kept me out of a lot of trouble. You know that, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was times that I
remember a few times I had to get a hold of you a little bit like, man, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, but you'll get in your E real quick. You'll get on it. And you was one of them brothers that, like, you can't just do any old thing to me and make me like it. You got to make me know it. Like, you ain't gonna make me like it. You gonna make me know it.
See, it's principle. I'm still big on, from what I used to be. The situation is principle. Principles, moral standard, honor, loyalty. Like, if I know you make mistakes, that's different. But if I know you trying to do something to me,
yeah,
or that I know you're trying to degrade me, I know you're trying to disrespect me, and I feel I got a problem with that. But it was still sometimes in situations to where I was going through them situations and I saw you looking at me.
Like when you wanted to get Rogers, Chuck.
Hey man, why you putting my business all on the PI
right
to the public?
Man, let me get a book. Where you at? Nah, that was my dude, man. He won't even hit me up, man. I'll be trying to hit him on Facebook. I done called him a couple times.
Chuck,
yeah, man, I'm feeling some kind of way.
We gonna blow down there. Plane tickets ain't much, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go down there, but
road trip.
It was Chuck used to give me. Chuck stopped me from doing something one time to somebody, and I was talking to dude, and Chuck was cutting his hair, and I had the thing, and I'm getting ready to get dude, and I'm like, man, is you with dude them that tried me like that? And they're like, yeah. And I looked at Chuck. He said, man, but that's my dude. We grew up together, man. I said, so you, okay, all right. And I looked at Chuck, and Chuck and Donovan was in there. And Chuck shook his head like, no, man, don't. And we was in the barbershop, close section, small as this desk.
Don't cut his head off.
and I left out of there. You know what I'm saying? So in the process of me supposedly teaching, I learned from my students. I mean, like, and I say this often, like, we all teachers.
Yeah.
Books are written about infants, babies who can't speak.
Yes, sir.
Who can't move on their own, have to be carried and picked up everywhere they go, wrapped up, fed, right?
Yeah.
But they teach the doctors to write the books about them.
Yeah, that.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not never too big to learn from who I teach. I'm both a teacher and a student. That's from everybody I communicate with.
That's respect. And at the end of the day, I mean, the saying iron sharpen iron,
it's something to that. It's literal.
I mean, here's the thing, right? You don't see reptiles hanging with mammals. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Like, it's a certain type of person, regardless of what other kind of character defects that somebody might have, because everybody got flaws. Anybody that think they perfect out there, y'all not looking in the mirror being real with yourself right now. But hey, that is what it is. I can't tell you who to be. All I'm going to tell you is, when you looking in that mirror and you being real with yourself, look around at the people that you got around you, because a lot of times, them be the people that mostly is the deviant, envious of you, despise you, backbiting you, like your family and stuff. And I hate to say this, man, but some of the family, them be the worst enemies, man. They undermine everything a lot of times. But I said I was going to make him keep this short.
It's going to be short.
No.
Two more things to say. And it's about the same situation that you're talking about. Now, Chuck Kelly know this.
Right.
Chuck Kelly know this. You know this. Bo should know this. Bullet should know this. I mean, because we say this in the joint. This is one of the teachers that people like Bullet shot to me. You know what I'm saying? One of the teachers that Malik McAlpine shot to me. You know what I'm saying? Shotgun shot to me. The demonstration is, I'm going to let you finish it to know I know you know. Association brings forth what?
Assimilation.
Assimilation. You're going to eventually begin to do what the people around you do because they're your association. Like it says in the Bible, Corinthians 15:33, bad association spoils useful habits. Guess what positive habits do? When you have positive association, they bring forth positive habits and association. You know what I mean? You agree with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bad company corrupts good morals. Period.
Yes, sir. Now I'm gonna get him
We're
to
about
cut
to
this
get ready
off.
to end because he trying to tell me what to do.
I ain't trying
I
to
ain't
tell him
scared
what to
of
do.
you.
I just hate when I
But
be
you
at
been
home and
doing,
I want to
like,
see what he talking about.
He smoked
what
up
I'm
like
saying?
a baby Chipangatang. Think he gonna bully? He gonna bully me?
Oh,
I
but I
love you,
appreciate
man.
y'all out there.
Love you.
Just,
Hey.
you know, giving us a moment of y'all time. Matter of fact, I got something I want to leave y'all with because I spit it for him earlier.
Yeah.
And I know he's going to try to sneak post it. So I'm going to just spit it now the way I want to post it. So that way I can just spit it for y'all. I say, I meditate my fate and I contemplate the day that I touch down. I was hated by many then. I'm hated by many now. It's prophecy that jealousy breeds envy. But it's also prophecy that these cats can't see me nor be me. Besides everything ain't what it seems to be. End up being another casualty in this war. Yeah, that's raw, spelled backwards. Ghetto tactics, where you useless if you gatless. Thy child becomes a bastard. I've mastered my emotions. Callous my heart, praying for light. Waking up in this dark, the part that I thought would be solid to the end, wind up double crossing me. I called him a friend. Damn, so sad but so true because I lived it. Born to bless this life because I'm gifted. Show me 20 niggas, I'll show you 20 statistics. Potential snitches that shouldn't live to be a witness.
Oh, man.
Nowadays, telling them became a fucking sickness. No cure for these. Just death to these. Vex to trillers. And I live this. A villain to the day of my demise because I'm the realest.
It's my little brother, man. To never be home. Came to see his brother. We love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep doing this. Y'all know everybody. He part of Collective Minds LLC too. You know what I mean? Let's make this happen. This is not a movement. This is a way of life.
Yes, sir.
Y'all take it easy. Love y'all. Agape.
Peace.